This is Michael Cassidy. Thanks for coming back to our channel. We're going to do one of these usual cuts I do so many of. It's one of those forward cuts. We're going to do it with a 3/4 on top, a 3/2 right on down. I'll fade it right in. Simple, easy haircut. And starting with a 3/4 blade. I'm going to come up in here. I'm not going to go all the way around here. I'm just going to come through here. I'm going to go back through it a few times to keep this sprigs down. Because if you don't keep going through it, you're not going to get all the sprigs. You're not going to have that neat looking haircut that you want. So we want to come through here and fade this off real good. Pretty much to go ahead and cut the whole top with that forward. Pretty much, and we'll do this with scissor right in here. Shears right at the front, blend it in. I'll use a 1/2 inch blade now. Fading through here where it changes at, right through here. The head changes right in here. Change along with it right here. Stand it up through here and stand the blade. I'm just going to mirror on the other side what I did on that side, so we'll be okay. Stand it up, come through here. You notice where it changes right through here. Going down with a 3/8 blade now. Open the blade up a little bit with a 3/8 blade on. Fade into the 1/2 inch. Right in the heel of the clipper, kind of. Going back over this a little bit to get all these sprigs. Especially if you've got little sprigs of gray in there, it's going to kind of stick up a little bit. You got to kind of go over that a little bit more. Going down to a 1/4 now. I'm going to close the blade down, so I'm going to fade in. Where the head changes here. You'll notice you come right off the clipper. Come off the head where it changes at. Right in the heel of the clipper, just come right off the head there where it changes at. You're missing it if you don't use your guards. Good, easy haircut and fast haircut. Of course, a lot of people think that man that invented the wheel was cheating too when he come out with the wheel. You know, they thought, said, man, I'm gonna tote that thing. He said, look at that lazy guy with that wheel. The man that invented the wheel was a smart guy. The way I look at it. He's lazy, but he was smart. So. If you use some kind of tool to help you be more efficient and effective in your business, you need to use it. The guards do make that take that trouble out of cutting a lot of the different cuts. I'm gonna open that blade up a little bit right here and fade that in a little bit more right here. I change this out. I'm gonna kind of fade this like this. You notice what I'm doing here, kind of, yeah, I'm just coming into that. I know what time to change it here more, but what I'm doing is trying to go here, like this, and right at the heel of that clip. This pretty much is going to be the same thing through there. So, open the blade up. I'm going to be going down to about a 16th. An 8th to start with. Leave this in a little bit more right here. Come down against this grain of this hair what's growing up. It's growing up here on the side, you'll notice. What I'm doing is just moving this thing. Just enough to fade it in here. I'm just doing this with my fingers. I'm on with a 16th now. Get it a little bit closer to the nose. Clean this out. Michael speaking. Mr. Michael, good afternoon. It's in the morning, man. One of them foreigners. Not against foreigners, by the way.
Yeah. What is that? It's too far down.
Well, they were there overseas calling me trying to sell me something, making like they speaking English.
Mm.
I'm gonna let this blade down some. And this actually has a blade that's a fade blade. I don't have it on this one. It'll really take it on down. Just it's a little thinner here. You can actually buy that fade blade and the Smaster Clipper, and that works real efficiently. I'm out of that blade right now. Of course, they break easy if you drop them. So that's kind of what happened. Let's come back in here. Come back in here. Like this. Open this blade up a little bit. Rub this out a little bit. But you get that off. And this Master Fade blade, and it really fades this out real easier, a lot easier. Open this blade back up and go higher. The truth of it is, all of us are foreigners here too, by the way. Think about it now.
Yep.
But with the Indian blood I got in me, the only thing that's original. So, I got a little of that in me somewhere or other. We do a lot of faded out haircuts. It'd be good to invest in one of those thin, super thin master fade blades. Actually do your fade right here at the bottom. I want to go back and get me another one. I just haven't done it. I call it rubbing it out. That's basically what you're doing. You're rubbing this hair out and fading it in. Pull that skin up and stretch it up, and then come in there and rub on that. Fade that in. Always save yourself something here to work with. When you're changing this, doing this hairstyle, cut it like this. Don't cut like this. You're getting this out. You need to save that. When his head changes right here, save yourself something there to work with. Fade this out with your forward and then come back in with your 6 years. Come in and do this. You gonna get rid of that right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Start with that one. Go to this side. Rule of thumb, just go ahead and look in the mirror.